Hey guys, it's Maddie. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, then welcome. Today I'll be sharing my TBR for one of my favorite readathons, which is the CRAM-A-THON. CRAM-A-THON is back and I'm so excited. There are 7 challenges, I believe, and I picked a book for each of them. Hopefully I'll get to them all. But I've been on a really good reading streak lately, so I have a really good feeling. So let's just get into my TBR and mention the challenges. First challenge is to read a book under 200 pages. I chose a novella for this one because it's kind of perfect because novellas are super short, and that is Keeping Her by Cora Cormack. I read Losing It, which is the first book in this series, last week, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to move on to the novella. This one follows the same character, and it's really short, so I should be able to fly through it. And for the next challenge, you could repeat a challenge, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to go with reading a book under 200 pages again, because with CRAM-A-THON, it's really ideal to read short books, because that's kind of what the theme of this readathon is all about. So for another book that is under 200 pages, I chose Tunnels of Blood by Darren Shan. This is the 3rd book in the Cirque du Freak series. It has been so long since I picked up the next book in this series, and I kind of have a feeling that I forgot a lot about it, so I might need to look up some summaries online of the first 2 books so I don't have to reread them. But either way, I am hoping to get to the next book in this series and finally get back into this series because I was really enjoying it. It's just been a long time since I've dived back into these books. The next challenge is a book you meant to read in 2018 but never did. For this one, I actually have the book. That is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I hesitated putting this one on this TBR because this is a fantasy book, and it's not a short fantasy book, and it usually takes me a really long time to read fantasy books. So this one is not ideal to read during a readathon. However, I am participating in a read-along with other readers who are reading all the books in Leigh Bardugo's Grisha universe. So the Shadow and Bone trilogy, which I have already read, and the Six of Crows duology, and I need to get to Six of Crows next. So that's why I'm putting it on the CRAM-A-THON TBR, because I am still participating in this read-along and need to read this book. But either way, hopefully it'll be good enough to where I can fly through it. But I did really enjoy Shadow and Bone. I enjoyed that trilogy, so I might really be into this one. I've heard a lot of great things about this duology. And this is a book that I meant to get to in 2018, as well as the Grisha trilogy, which I fortunately did get to, but I need to get to this one too, so I'm going to try to. The next one is to read a book with POC representation, and for that one, I am going with the 2nd book in the Six of Crows duology, which is Crooked Kingdom. Pretty positive that even if I don't like Six of Crows, I am going to move on to the duology because I am participating in this read-along, so either way, I'm probably for sure going to get to it. And one of the things I've heard about this duology is its representation, so I'm pretty sure that there's POC representation in this duology. Honestly, I'm just trying to fit these books into this readathon as best as I can, so I'm kind of forcing them because I'm also participating in this read-along at the same time. So cross my fingers that it does have POC representation in it, but I think I heard that it did. I hope it does. Either way, I'm still going to read this duology during this readathon no matter what. The next challenge is to read a book with silver on the cover. This one was actually really hard. I don't know why there's not more books that have silver on the covers, but I had to really dig for this one until I found out that one of the books in the Grisha series has silver on the cover. It's kind of white, but there is silver in there. I'm really trying to fit these books into this readathon. And that is The Demon in the Wood by Leigh Bardugo. And this is a short story that goes along with the Grisha trilogy about the villain of the story. So I'm really excited to read this one because I love the Darkwing so much. I want to know his backstory, and this short story is supposed to give you more insight about him and who he was before he became bad, so I'm really excited to read it. And it also helps that it's super short, so it's perfect for the CRAM-A-THON. Next challenge is to read the shortest book on your TBR. I'm pretty sure that this isn't the shortest book on my TBR since I do have a few short stories that are on my TBR, but the books in this manga series are super short, and I need to continue on with this series, and that is Ouran High School Host Club Volume 15. I have been reading this series since the end of last year, and I still have not finished it yet. This is a reread of the series, so it's not my top priority, but I do want to finish it because I want to dedicate a video of me talking about it because I absolutely love this series and I would highly recommend it. So I want to do a whole video surrounding this series. So I'm going to get to the next book during this readathon because it is one of the shortest books on my TBR, and the next challenge is to read 7 books in total, and for that one I'm going to add the next book to the Ouran High School Host Club series on this TBR, which is volume 16. So I hope to knock out 2 more books in the series during the CRAM-A-THON. And that is it for my TBR. Let me know if you are participating in this readathon and what books you will be reading. And if this is the first time you're hearing about the CRAM-A-THON, I'd really recommend to participate. The hosts are really fun. There's a lot of great hosts. Ali from Hardback Hoarder is one of them, and she's one of my favorite booktubers, so it is a lot of fun, and I recommend to check it out. Going along with that, I'll have all the details for it in the description box. The readathon actually starts today, so if you do join in, it's going to be very last minute, but it is never too late to join, so I would still encourage you to do so. And if you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more bookish related videos. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter. I will be updating my progress throughout this readathon on there. I post every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday, and I'll be back really soon. Bye!